The Supreme Court proper sat for the first time, taking over from the temporary 5-judge bench in the Court of Appeal that had been sitting in as Kenyans awaited the setting up of the highest court in the land. A ceremony to launch the Supreme Court sitting was attended by 6 of the 7 Supreme Court judges, whose president is Chief Justice Dr. Willy Mutunga. Deputy Chief Justice Nancy Baraza is away on official duty.
Some of them will even attempt politicizing the court. Others will even cast aspersions on the honorable members of this honorable court. I personally am totally satisfied that you are up to the task. And above all, I want to take this opportunity this morning to assure you of total government support.
It is important that you remember, honorable judges, that you are not elected officials. And therefore, the confidence you inspire in the confidence in the nation and in the world is because your jurisprudence is firm, because your jurisprudence is solid, and because your jurisprudence cannot be impeached on the basis of any other grounds.
As Kenya witnesses day one of the first ever Supreme Court in the local judicial system, its president fired a warning to the other 2 arms of government.
We shall not use our independence or interpret the doctrine of separation of powers in a manner that transgresses the domain of the executive or the legislature. But neither shall the Supreme Court flinch nor blink in defending its independence and in executing its judicial mandate with respect to inter-branch relations as proclaimed in the Constitution.
The Supreme Court immediately went into its first sitting under 2 Supreme Court judges, Ibrahim Mohammed and Smoking Wanjala. The day's hearings involved arguments on how to proceed with the case where the Commission for the Implementation of the Constitution is seeking advisory opinion on what consultation between President Kibaki and Prime Minister Raila Odinga really means, especially on public appointments. Some of the lawyers wanted the case to be filed afresh, while others wanted the Supreme Court to proceed from where a 5-judge Court of Appeal bench left off. The case began in March when tension gripped the country after the Prime Minister opposed President Kibaki's nomination of persons to the offices of Chief Justice, Attorney General and Director of Public Prosecutions. The 2 judges will rule on Tuesday next week on how the case should proceed. Another case in which the interim Independent Electoral Commission wants an interpretation of the date of the next general elections will be before the Supreme Court Thursday morning. Noah Utino, KTN Prime.